All right, I'm trying to make this quick, and if I sound a little raspy, I'm sorry. I have a little cold right now, but it is 12 a.m. in the morning, and on I think Friday the 22nd, and I just want to get this done before my roommates move in to my uh, I wouldn't say apartment, but like bigger dorm. Like we have a living room now. I have to share with like four people, so yeah, I'm gonna get this done pretty quickly here. Um, so right now, I'm gonna predict the Ohio State 2025, schedule. I'm gonna predict our record, and before I do that, I'll probably go through the depth chart and give our each position like a grade, like A through F. Um, and spoiler alert, there's no F's or D's, so. Um, Here it goes. So Ohio State. Well, let me start off by saying this. Ohio State. Um, they just got off of a national championship run, and it was an incredible run after what happened in late November. Um, it put a smile on my face at the end of the year. I mean, a lot of Ohio State fans really take that rivalry serious, which I can understand. But but it's still good to have a national championship, and people may say, "Oh well, Ohio State got lucky because of the 12-team playoff." Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, we just took advantage of it and just won a national championship. That's the way it goes. So, and I like the 12-team playoff, believe it or not. I think it gives a lot of teams like a chance to reach to win a national championship, to like let's use UCF. What was that? What was that year where UCF was good? I think it was 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Like, what would they do in the 12-team playoff? They probably make a little bit of a run. I don't think they win the national championship, but it'll kind of eliminate all the talk about, oh, this team should have been in the playoff, this team should be in the playoff. But I mean, you're still gonna have those arguments, but it's gonna limit it a little bit more, if you know what I mean. But Ohio State, they lost like 14 starters from last year's team. Um, and like some key starters named like Will Howard, Quishon Judkins, Travion Henderson. Basically, the whole running back duo is gone. You replace it, which I think it's a good running back room in my opinion right now. I'll get to that later. Mecca Ibuka, but you're still loaded at the wide receiver room, so I'm not worried about that at all. I'll miss Mecca Ibuka, but you still got Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, and Brandon Innes. So that, I mean, and behind them you have Marlon Graham, you have guys like Noah Rogers. Bryson Rogers. I'm sorry. Um, who else? I should know this by heart. Quincy Porter and Philip Bell and all of them. So yeah, it's still a loaded wide receiver room, nonetheless. Um, I think you do get upgrade at tight end. I'll get to that later. Shout out to G Scott. I mean, he's done a lot of stuff for us. Um, I mean, what I forgot what team he got drafted. I mean, he didn't get drafted, but he signed with a team. I forgot what it was, but yeah. You lose Donovan Jackson, your guard slash tackle. He had to move to tackle. Um, due to injuries on the offensive line. He used to be guard, but I mean, he was moved to tackle, and he did a solid job in the playoffs. Um, and then you lose Josh Fryer and yeah, Josh Simmons as well, who didn't play in the playoffs, who got injured in the Oregon game. So um, there are some returning starters. I'll get to that later on the offensive line. And okay, I think that's it for the offense. All right, I'm using my computer, so I don't forget. Um, Yeah, D-tack. I mean, defensive line. You lost 4 seniors, but I think the backups last year, like Kenyatta Jackson and Kane Curry, um, I mean, and Edric Houston and oh, shout out to Caden McDonald. I mean, he's not the big. I mean, well, yeah, I met him at the Ohio State Fair. Shout out to him, and he's a pretty cool dude. Pretty big dude as well. I mean, I stood next to him. Um, I don't know how big he is. I mean, he's a pretty big dude. I don't know how tall he is, but I'm like 6 foot, so he should be like 6'3". I think. I don't know. I got. I'll check later. But you still have a lot of talent in that room. Oh, you have Bo Atkinson now from North Carolina. He's gonna be a good addition to this team. Um, Linebacker. I mean, you lose Cody Simon, but you have Sonny Styles, who I thought was faster than Cody Simon. I'm not throwing any shade at Cody Simon, but I think I want to say upgrade because like Sonny Styles has been playing linebacker, but I think in like as season goes on, this season goes on, this is my hot take. I think Arvell Reese, number 8. I think he can be. I think he can be an upgrade from Cody Simon. And again, I'm not throwing shots at Cody Simon. I'm just saying that's just my opinion. And you have a lot of depth in that linebacker room as well. So secondary, you lose 3 guys. Denzel Burke, you lose Jordan Hancock, the nickelback, and you lose Lathan Ransom. So that's 3 starters. But I think this is still a solid group. In Caleb Downs, you have Jermaine Matthews, who played the whole second half against Texas and played like throughout the season as a backup. I know. It's not the same as being the starter, but I mean, you got to start somewhere. And he showed a lot. Like he showed a lot of promise in that Texas game. Cause I watched it and like he put Texas wide receivers on just lockdown. I mean, he had one holding call, but other than that, they really couldn't get open on them all like that. So, yeah, shout out to Jermaine Matthews. You have Davison Igbinosun. He's coming back. He was a starter last year and the year before. And the problem with him is I hope he improves on this. I hope he gets rid of all these holding penalties, these just grabbing. Like, it gave me a headache. Yeah, I hope he should. I hope he improves. I pray to God he does. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but Jaden McClain, number 18, and Malik Harford, they can play. These are 2 safeties. They can play they can play both of them. From what I'm hearing from camp, they can play both of them at the same time and put Caleb Downs at nickel. And I mean that's a good sign. I mean, I think this coaching staff, like guys like Tim Walton, Matt Patricia, who I will get to later, and Matt Gear. I'm gonna say Matt G because I'm not pronouncing the last name. Yeah, I think they have a lot of confidence in these 2 safeties, and you have a lot of depth in that secondary. So there you go. And I'll get to the position grades. I'll just simply like just go through it. The grade for wide receivers, I'm gonna have to give it an A+. I mean, how could you not? Offensive line. Now, I think this group could be improved from last year. Improvement from last year. Think about it, because you have you have actually 4 guys that played a lot last year. I wouldn't say 4 starters because Austin Centerville didn't really start. He just rotated in, and he showed a lot of promise. Now he's playing, I think left tackle. I think he's playing left tackle. right or left. I don't know. And he added. And first of all, you have a lot of depth in the offensive line, so that's great. And you have a new coach in Tyler Bowen, who I think, I mean, he could be. Oh, actually, you have three coaches now. You have three O-line coaches. You have Tyler Bowen, Charles Dickey, if I'm not mistaken on his name. I'm sorry, and some guy from Purdue. I mean, he'll come to me later, but yeah, I think this O-line group can be very good, and probably one of the best in the country if they live up to their full potential. You add two guys from the transfer portal, and Ethan Anua and Philip Daniels, who are fighting for that left tackle spot. And right now, from reports, Philip Daniels is beating Ethan Anua, but I think Ethan Anian. I'm just gonna say Ethan. I'm not gonna pronounce his last name. My apologies. I think he can rotate in a lot, which I think is good. And yeah, Philip Daniels. I think Philip Daniels, and shout out to him. I met him too. Pretty cool dude. Pretty. He's kind of tall as well. Yeah. So I think Philip Daniels will be that either right or left tackle spot, and Ethan Onyana was just gonna have to rotate in. So right now I'm gonna give this O line group a B plus because it was a B plus in the playoffs. So I mean I just need to see more before I give it like an A or something like that. Tight end I'm gonna have to give that. I'll give that a B plus. Well, actually, no. You know what? I'll give it an A minus. How about that? You bring in Max Clare from Purdue. Yeah, he's another transfer. I think he's really going into his senior year. I mean, he's a redshirt junior, but I mean, this is going to be his last year nonetheless. Jelani Thurman, the redshirt sophomore. I mean, he showed a lot of promise last. I mean, I'm gonna say a lot of promise, but he showed some flashes last year. I expect him to like take a step forward. Yeah, Will Kazmarek, who's really a blocking tight end, and Christian Bennett, another blocking tight end. So I think I give this an A minus. Quarterback room, you have Julian Sayin, who was announced the starter, and that's why I'm doing this video because I wanted to wait till it's official that he's a starter. Behind him you have Lincoln Keenholz, and behind him you have Tavian St. Clair, who's like a freshman. I don't even think he lost his black stripe yet, but he will. I mean, he just needs to get with the speed of the game a little bit. He could next year, but like right now he's just not ready yet. He's very talented though, but yeah, he just needs a little bit more time. So right now I'm gonna give this group a B minus. I mean, I just need to see Julius Sayin play. Now he did show some flashes, yeah, but he did show based on reports. Well, actually, yeah, he improved. It's not like he didn't improve in camp. But like in the beginning of camp, we were worried that okay, is he tough enough? Can he handle the pressure? Is this going to be another Kyle McCord, even worse? But based on reports right now, I mean he's improving. He's handling the pressure a little bit more. He's eliminating a lot of mistakes now, being more consistent, having more good days after good day after good day after good day. Or actually, after good practice, after good practice, after good practice. So I'm gonna give it a B minus. I just need to see more. And like this, I mean, and Julian's first start is gonna be against Texas. So I mean, yeah, my goodness. Hopefully he doesn't make too many mistakes, but I mean he's gonna make some. I know he is, but we'll get over it. So running back room, I'm gonna have to give it a B plus, and the reason is because even though you did lose Travion and Quishan to the NFL, you still have C.J. Donaldson, who's a transfer from West Virginia. He's going to be a senior this year, and like he didn't really play that much. Well, actually he did, but I think he was a backup. But now he's like more developed. He's more faster now. I think he's more stronger as well. He's more explosive. And James Peoples, who's a sophomore, he should be RB1, I think. Or they could put him after C.J. Donaldson, which I have no problem with that. James, like he showed a lot of flashes. I know it was like after, like, I would say like the Akron game or the Iowa game where it was a blowout and he got in. He showed a lot of flashes, but let's see how he does against like real competition, which I think he can rise to the occasion. You also have Bo Jackson, who was a freshman who just lost his black stripe like a few weeks ago, I think. He's showing a lot of promise at camp, I heard. So I think we can probably rotate 3 backs this year. So I'm excited for that. I don't remember us doing that ever. I don't think. I actually no. I think we've done that in 2023, but it wasn't really the best. Excuse me, but I think Carlos Lachlan has done a great job at developing these running backs. So I trust this running back room. So D line as a whole, I'm gonna have to give it a C or C plus because of depth problems at the D tackle spot. Even though you have like heard of like reports of Will Smith Jr. number 53, rising to the occasion a little bit. I don't think I've heard a lot from Tywan Malone, who's another backup at the defensive tackle spot. And we need that trench play because Kane McDonald, as good as he is, I don't think he can play 100 snaps a game or 80 snaps a game. I'm sorry. So like he's gonna need a break, and like one of those D tackles behind him are gonna have to step up. And I think D end. I mean, you have a lot more depth at D end. You have like C.J. Hicks, who's a converted linebacker. Now he's a D end. He's showing a lot of promise at the D end spot. You have King Curry, who's listed as another backup. I mean, I wouldn't really call these backups. I mean, they're just actually. Well, I mean, if you know what I mean, they're not. I wouldn't call Caden Curry a backup. I mean, if Bo Atkinson didn't really transfer in, he would not be a backup at all. He's going to play a lot, as he should. And you have Logan George at the DN spot too. I heard he's a little banged up, but he should come back later in the season, or probably just after the Texas game. I don't know. Yeah, Zion Grady. He's also a DN. He's a freshman. He showed a lot of promise at camp. So yeah, right now I have the D line as a whole as a C plus. I just need to see more. Linebacker, I'm gonna have to give that an A. Yeah, an even A. Cause like this linebacker unit is gonna be fast and physical. I can tell Sonny Styles, shout out to him, he's gonna wear the block O, and it's well deserved. And Arvell Reese, who I think is gonna break out this year. He could be an upgrade from Cody Simon. Let's see what he does. I'm really excited for him. Larry Nice has been ever since he's been in Ohio State, he's done a fantastic job at developing these linebackers. So yeah, I'm gonna give this an even A. Now, the secondary as a whole, I'm gonna have to give that an A minus. Of course, you lose a lot of experience, but still, you still have Caleb Downs. You still have if he improves, Davison Igbinosun. I mean, he showed. I mean, he. It's not like he played bad at all. He just needs to get rid of these penalties. Like, for example, the Penn State game where he had that unbelievable interception. Um, and there was another play. I think it was another play. Hold on. I can't really think of it right now, but like, yeah, he's done a lot. He's done a lot. I do like these backups like Devin Sanchez. Um, he's also a freshman. He's like people saying he's the Jeremiah Smith of the backfield. I find that kind of funny. I mean, I wouldn't compare him to Jeremiah Smith, but yeah, he's showing a lot of promise. You also have Fahim Delane, another freshman. He's a safety. He's showing a lot of promise too. He just lost his black stripe a few days ago, so shout out to him. You have Lorenzo Styles Jr. as a nickelback. You have Bryce West, who's also a nickelback. Yeah, this cornerback / safety room is just like it's loaded, and Tim Walton has like he's done a great job at developing these guys. Also, Matt G as well. And Matt Patricia, I mean, you hear a lot of stuff from camp. Like he's actually coming along very well, and of course, I've heard a lot of reports from camp saying like, oh, he's not really gonna change a lot from Jim Knowles' defense. He's gonna keep some stuff the same, but like he's also gonna put wrinkles in it, which I kind of like too. I've heard he's a creative dude. I mean, based on the people I've talked to and reports. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to give this, secondary an A and A even. So, all right, let's get to it. So, here are the games I am predicting right now, and of course, I have us losing some games, and for example, I have us losing the Texas game. Excuse me. Now, the reason I have Texas as a loss, and I think it'll be a great game, but I know we're at home, and I know we have home field advantage. I know Texas O line is not kind of missing some pieces from last year. But I mean, it's still like a good. I think it still can be a good group. I mean, you've heard a lot of reports from Texas's camp saying like, "Oh, the O line is kind of struggling against that." I mean, of course they're going to struggle against Texas D line they have right now. That's probably the best front seven in college football right now. But I still think it's a good. Like it's a well developed group. What's his name? Kyle Flood, I mean, yeah, the O-line coach, yeah, he's done a great job at developing offensive linemen. So, yeah, another reason I have this as a loss is because Texas kept both coordinators, unlike Ohio State. Like Ohio State replaces their OC and DC. I mean, now you replace Chip Kelly with Brian Hartline. I mean, I don't know if he's going to call this game or Ryan Day is going to call his plays in this game, but still, you replace a great OC in Chip Kelly. So, and also you replace Jim Knowles. I mean, due to reports, Matt Patricia is killing it in camp, but like we still have to see it on the field. I think and Texas defense has way more experience, and it may be troublesome for Julian Sayin, our quarterback. So, and the secondary, they returned 3 starters: Michael Taffy, Malik Muhammad, and Jalen Gilbo. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But yeah, their secondary is loaded. Anthony Hill, their linebacker, he's a dog, and they really attacked the portal when it came to like defensive linemen. Of course, they lost like I think 3, like defensive lineman, and they kept Colin Simmons, who was probably one of the best, probably the best D end in the nation last year. So, or actually, yeah, he was one of them. I think there was one more that was better than him, but yeah, he's coming back. Um, yeah, these transfer D tackles for Texas are very proven as well. I know like the transfers they need to like get installed in this new system in Texas, but I still think it could be a great group. I mean, to be honest, defensive linemen don't really need to do that much. I mean, just know a few blitzing schemes and you'll be fine. So it's the secondary that needs to learn a lot. Some of the D tackles, Cole Brevard from Purdue, Murad Watson, who I really wanted Ohio State to get in the portal to cover this D tackle depth problems that we have, but Texas Texas gave him a whole bunch of money, so can't really be mad at him for that. Levon Johnson from Maryland, Travis Shaw from North Carolina, and Hero Kanu, who came from Ohio State. He was like a third stringer at Ohio State. So now looking at this depth that Ohio State has at D tackle, I mean, I wish we would have kept him. I mean, even though he didn't really prove that much at Ohio State, I mean, you still want him to because you never know. He could prove, he could have like a little bit of a breakout year. You never know. Now, I know we have D tackle depth problems, and I mean that's another reason why I think we lose because Texas offensive line, even though they are kind of inexperienced, they only turned like one real starter from last year. But I think two other offensive linemen like played throughout the year for Texas, so they have some experience, but not a lot. So I think it could just slightly outmatch our defensive line. So it'll be interesting to see Matt Patricia versus Steve Sarkisian calling plays. Let's see how Matt Patricia attacks Steve Sarkisian. Steve Sarkisian. He's a great coach. Don't get me wrong, but he does make a lot of mistakes. For example, not mistakes, but just dumb decisions. Like for example, I think the Cotton Bowl last year where they played Ohio State, they did a little jet sweep in the red zone for some reason. I don't know why they did that. It kind of cost them the game a little bit. And 2 plays later, Jack Sawyer just strip sack and just takes the house. So yeah, you can kind of blame Sark for that. Texas' running back room is loaded with C.J. Baxter, which we have to, I've heard a lot of reports say he's not really clear to play yet. He could be in a week or two, or actually, a week. So yeah, they could have him back for a game. And also Trey Wisner, another great back they used last year. Ryan Wingo, a wide receiver for Texas, he's pretty good. He's going to be a sophomore this year. DeAndre Moore, another receiver, has got some experience. And Emmett Mosley Jr., he's a transfer from Stanford. And he got some experience from Stanford as well. So there you go. And experienced tight end from Cal. His name is Jack Andrews. I think I'm saying that right. Hopefully, he's also experienced as well. And I saw some tape from him. He's a decent player. And plus, not to mention, this is a revenge game for Texas. So yeah, they got embarrassed in that Cotton Bowl last year. They had high hopes, like we did, to go to the national championship, play for a national championship, but obviously didn't get it. So that's their year.
I mean, that's their goal right now with Arch Manning. And don't even think I talked about Arch Manning. Arch Manning, I mean, he wasn't a starter last year. I mean, he got more experience. He has more experience than Julius Sanders. I'm gonna say that right now. Yeah, I know he started against a group of five team. I forgot, but he started against Minnesota State. I mean, I know they were trash too, but experience is experience. And oh yeah, he played a lot in like the Georgia game last year twice. Um, the one in the regular season and one in the SEC championship. I mean, he rotated. I mean, he got experience last year. He has more experience than Julius Sanders. I'm gonna say that right now. So yeah, right now I just had this game as a loss, even though it is at home. Now, if we are going to win, first of all, we're going to have to control Texas' D line, especially Simmons. We have to run the ball a lot. Well, not a lot, but like just run the ball some so it can open up the passing game. Like for example, Texas last year they triple teamed Jeremiah Smith. Well, I mean we have an upgraded tight end, so you can try to triple team all you want to, but we have a tight end now, and we have like two other wide receivers we can pass it to. And Cardell Tate kind of had a good game against Texas last year, and that's from them triple team Jeremiah Smith. And and we have a more experienced offensive line coming back against a defensive line that has a bunch of transfers, which I mean it's not really a bad thing for Texas, but still I think this offensive line can hopefully like help the running game a little bit. Even though I mean we have two inexperienced backs. Well, actually no, C.J. Donaldson's not inexperienced, but he's inexperienced in the Big Ten, and I think he played against Texas before. I mean, I don't know if he did anything against him, but I mean, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, let's see what he does. And Matt Patricia, I mean, he's just just be decent. That's really all you need to do is just be decent as a defensive coordinator. And yeah, just get these guys ready. I mean, that's really the only reason. That's really the only solution to win this game. So. Right now, I just have it as a loss. I mean, but we could, and hopefully, because I'm sick and tired of people like Paul Feinbaum on Fox. Just yeah, like dude, it's obvious that you're biased against us, man. No, not just biased against us, but biased against the Big Ten. I mean, we were saying, oh, Ohio State's gonna be a hungover after the national championship, buddy. You do not know us, man. We are never hungover. We're always hungry. We're always like if you heard Caleb Downs talk in the off season. I know it's just talk and just lip service, but still, you can tell these guys are just hungry. They want to win another championship. They want to probably improve from last year's team. So I know, of course, I'm not saying this team is way better than last year's team. I'm not saying that, but I mean, that's always the goal. Just do better than last year. So, and yeah, he's just biased, man. I'm not even trying to go through it. Next two games, I'm not really going through that. I mean, Grambling State and Ohio, it's just no. All right, now I'm back. After these two games, I'm just gonna pick a to win that game. These games. I mean, we could struggle a little bit against Grambling State, but like, I think the second half we'll just pull away and just win big, probably. So, now on to Washington, which is on the road. I mean, this is gonna be a tough game. Now, even though Washington went 6-7 last year. And I mean, they lost their bowl game. Here's the thing: they went undefeated at home, and I think I don't remember all the games they won at home, but like
I do know they beat Michigan at home. I do know they beat USC at home. I think they did. I forgot who else they played, but whatever. Um, Even though they did lose their bowl game, they did show a lot of potential in that bowl game. For example, Damon Williams, their new quarterback, he's a sophomore. He played a lot under Aiden Childs, right? Oh, actually, that's not his name. Hold on. I forgot. Watched this QB last year, but yeah, he was like a backup, but like he's very mobile. He like he's very accurate. He has a strong arm. Like he could be a sleeper. Yeah, he's probably a sleeper right now. I think people are really underestimating him. And like he's a very good quarterback. Um, he had 944 passing yards with 8 touchdowns. As a backup, that's pretty impressive. Now they have a great running back duo um, in Jonah Coleman and Adam Muhammad, but their weakness could be offensive line this year. Now, they brought in some transfers, and they could improve a little bit from last year, but I think it's still gonna be a weakness a little bit. But it could be carried by this running back duo. But their defense, they have a new defensive coordinator in Ryan Walters, the head coach from Purdue last year. Now, just because he wasn't a good head coach doesn't mean he can't be a good defensive coordinator. But I think they do take a little bit of a step back on defense because it's a whole new coaching staff. Plus, they only returned one starter, and Alenius Davis, and they had like 6 transfers, 6 or 7. So one of the key transfers is Takario Davis, but their defensive line could be a problem. So I think we do get the win at the end of the day. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a good game. Washington has a great offense again, and I think our defense could slow them down. Due to their struggles on the offensive line and unproven wide receiver play. Now they do have David Boston, who's a great wide receiver. I think they do have Amari Evans from Penn State. He could get developed at Washington, but like at Penn State, he was not very good, especially in the big games. Like against Ohio State, or he did have a good game against Oregon. Oregon's defense last year was just not it. But Notre Dame, all their wide receivers all Penn State's wide receivers was just on lockdown, but that's a different story. So, yeah, I think we can win this game by like at least 7 points. Now we really have to bring our A game because first of all, this game's on the road. It's out west, and plus Washington Stadium can get very loud, so that could be troublesome. So I think we'll be battle tested enough to go into that game and win. But yeah. Now now we're on to Minnesota. Oh, and also Washington's that Washington game is after a bye week, I believe. So hopefully we're rested up and ready to go for Washington night week. Moving on to Minnesota, I think this is a win. It could be we could struggle a little bit, but I think we'll win at the end of the day. Because we're at home, and we could have been in trouble if we were playing on the road, but right now it's at home. Minnesota, they lost 3 offensive linemen, including Philip Daniels, who's on our team now. and they have a new defensive coordinator in Danny Collins, and who's a safeties coach who got promoted. So yeah, Minnesota's defense is probably going to take a little bit of a step back. So I do expect us to win this game, and but I mean they do have some good defensive players like Coy Perich, the safety. He broke out last year. I mean, he should be a good player. He should be one of the best safeties in the nation for this year. So, yeah. So yeah, right now I have that as a win. Illinois, that's another road game. I mean, I think we'll win this game a little bit too, but it's not gonna be by a lot. So. Now, people are describing Illinois to be this year's Indiana, which, I could buy that. They returned like 75% of the starting roster from last year. I think a total of 18 guys, or I think it's 16 guys. But they do lose Josh McCray, who was their leading rusher. He was a great player. I mean, he's now at Georgia, so the O line for Illinois was good at run blocking, but I mean they were terrible at pass pro. So I think these pass rushers that we have could their O line could improve, but still I think our defensive line can improve as well. So I think we'll get home and get a few sacks hopefully. And Luke Altmaier, he's a very experienced quarterback, but if you don't have the offensive line most of the time, you're just gonna struggle. Defensive line for Illinois can be an issue, especially at defensive tackle. They're just kind of improving. They run a 3-4-4 defense. It's not really a bad thing, but if you have troubles at the defensive tackle spot, then yeah, it's kind of not really good. And I think Champaign, the stadium for Illinois, is not really that hostile, so not that it can't be for the first time, and I don't know how long, but for this game, but it's still I think after the Washington game, we should be a little bit more experienced, we should get in the flow of things. So I think I think we still get the win at the end of the day. I think I have a better coaching staff as well. So, but it's gonna be a close game though. Now this Wisconsin game, this is gonna be a tough one. Even though Wisconsin's defense could take a little bit of a step back, their offense could be very improved. And this could be a night game too, so yeah, this is gonna be a tough matchup. Because you know how Wisconsin is at night. They almost got Oregon last year. Penn State, they went toe to toe with Penn State, so but Penn State still won by double digits. And plus, they have a real tough schedule. Wisconsin does. I think they play Michigan after one bye week. After the first bye week, they play Michigan on the road, Iowa on the road, then Ohio State. Okay, Michigan on the road, Iowa at home, OSU at home, and Oregon at home. So that could be 4 possible losses. I think they're going to lose to Michigan, and they could if they don't play their A game, they could lose to Iowa, and that could be draining for them. So they could, and I do predict them to lose these 2 games. So I think OSU gets the win at the end of the day. It's still going to be a tough matchup, but they also play Bama. So yeah, this is going to be a tough matchup. They have a rough schedule. Yeah, Luke Fickell. I mean, he's not really. I mean, since he got there, I mean, people thought he would be the next big thing at Wisconsin, but so far not. No, I think they went like 3 years without a bowl game. So it's just like, man. uh, I think they do upgrade a defensive line. In the transfer portal. Um, I think we'll still win by like talent and just great coaching. So, so I have this Wisconsin game as a win, and I didn't even write anything else. I'm just gonna go off the dome with this one. That's it. All right, so we move on to Penn State, who does return a lot of production from last year. They made it to the semifinals, but I mean they'll also get criticized for like, okay, who'd you beat to get to the Final Four? So, but they did attack the portal, and they desperately needed wide receivers, and they got them. They have Trevor Pena from Syracuse. They have this Devontae Ross from I think Troy. Yeah. He's a pretty fast dude. I mean, he ain't the best wide receiver I've seen, but he's still a fast dude. I'm like, it could be an upgrade. I don't know. And this guy from USC, I forgot his name. Devontae Ross. Yeah, some other dude from USC. I mean, he's pretty decent. I mean, they do lose Tyler Warren, but like, I mean, you do have a lot of upgrade at wide receiver, so that could cover up for that. Also, you also have Luke Montgomery. He's a tight end for Penn State now. I mean, he's going into his sophomore year. Penn State returns every offensive lineman back. Yeah, like the whole offensive line is coming back, and they have it's the best running back duo in the nation. I mean, hands down, with Nick Singleton and Kaytron Allen. So yeah, and Drew Aller. I mean, he gets a lot of criticism. I mean, I think he's just average at best. I mean, I don't think he's terrible, but like when he faces like big teams, he chokes. But he does have a lot of help from the wide receiver room this year, so he could probably break out. I'm not saying he's gonna win the Heisman, but he's gonna be a very good quarterback. And so the passing game is gonna be better. This could probably be one of the best offenses in the nation, or probably the best offense. I mean, I don't know. Or I mean, it could be us, but it could be who else? Bama. I mean, it could be Clemson. Oh yeah, Clemson. So I think it is kind of behind Clemson, but it's a great offense. So now the defense. I mean, they did lose some pieces, but still return some production. Lose guys like Abdul Carter. I mean, you got to replace him with some other DNs. Like, I mean, yeah, you still have denied Dennis Sutton and Zane Durant, the nose tackle. So, I mean, those are the two returning defensive linemen. And now, that's really it. Now the depth at defensive line for Penn State is kind of concerning, but I think they'll still be fine. Linebacker, they bring in Amari Campbell from North Carolina. They also have Tony Rojas back. They also have Dom DeLuca back. And their secondary, they lose Jalen Kimber. They lose Jalen Reed. They lose somebody else. I forgot. They lost somebody else. I can't think of it right now. But they do return AJ Harris. They do return Zakee Wheatley. Zakee Wheatley, Zion Tracy, and I think that's it. I mean, yeah, I'm just going off the dome right now because I do study Penn State a little bit. Now, right now, I kind of have this game as a loss. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. James Franklin can't win the big game. Well, I mean, shit, he could win. I mean, he could be, or I mean, he should be Oregon. If they don't, that's a problem. Now, and I do predict them beating Oregon, and that could be momentum for them beating us this year. Because, like, think about it, they already had the best coaching staff in the nation, and Andy Kolnicki as the offense coordinator, and now Jim Knowles, who they stole from us as the defensive coordinator. So, I mean, hey. And I may sound crazy, but I think I have Penn State winning the Big Ten, which is not really crazy at all. I mean, they're probably the best team in the Big Ten right now. Now you could argue we are too. We could be too. Michigan could be too. I mean, you could kind of argue Oregon right now, but like, I don't know. They do have one major injury in Evan Stewart, but I mean that's. I mean, unfortunately, that's kind of that probably could hurt them. But yeah, I think Penn State like this is their year to jump over the hump with us. If they don't do it this year, then I mean that's your chance. That was your chance, and you blew it. Because after this year, they don't see us for a while. So yeah, they have to get over the hump this year. And I do predict them to get over the hump, even though we are at home, even though it is James Franklin we're talking about. But with this talent they have, like they should beat us. They should win the Big Ten. I have them winning the national championship. Yeah, that's my pick right now. I have Penn State winning the national championship. So Big Ten goes back to back to back national championships. And I read a stat that every Big Ten since Michigan in 2023 that was ranked in like at number 2 in the AP poll, like they won the national championship. I mean, we were number 2 in the national in the AP poll last year to begin the year, and we won the national championship. So I think Penn State's next. You know, I mean, or they could be Penn State, the regular Penn State we all are known to watch and just choke, which I don't think is the case this year. So I have them winning because they have more experience. Plus, like, I mean, sooner or later they're gonna have to get us. They have to get us sooner or later. Like this has to be the year to get us. And after that, we have Purdue on the road. I mean, I'm not even going to go through that. I mean, this is not going to be good at all. UCLA, they should be improved a little bit because they have Nico Amalivia. That's what a lot of people call him online. I call him that too because I just think what he did at Tennessee was just dirty. I just can't respect that. I'm sorry. So yeah, I have that as a win. As well at home, Rutgers. I mean, that's at home. I mean, I think that's a win too. Now, V game. Y'all may think I'm crazy, but I think we win this year. And that's not me. I mean, I know. I already know what the comments are gonna say. Well, you couldn't beat them without a quarterback last year. Or, oh man, we beat you at home, unranked last year. What makes you think you're going to beat us this year? Look, buddy, anything can happen in college football, man. And the reason I have Michigan, the reason I have us beating Michigan, which I won't be surprised if we don't, right now, Michigan, they are starting a freshman quarterback, who I think is pretty good. I predict him winning the Heisman one day. I mean, I'm saying that as Ohio State fan. I think Bryce Underwood could win the Heisman one day. I mean, if he gets better receivers, because I mean, they have one great receiver. I mean, the others I just don't think. I just don't think they're very good. So O-line for Michigan. Let me just pull this up right now. I think the O line should improve a little bit from last year. I mean, Michigan's O line last year was just, I mean, it was average at best. And they do develop offensive linemen. So, so yeah, I think they do improve a little bit. Yeah, this looks like a lot of people from last year from the offensive line. So yeah, I think they do improve a little bit. Let's see how defensive line does against them. I mean, by that time, our defensive line should be very really improved. I mean, Michigan's offensive line can be improved too, but I think our defensive line can be really improved, really developed. And they think about it. They went through teams like Texas, Washington. You know, they don't really have a great offensive line, but still, it's still a tough matchup. Offensive line against Penn State, a team against Illinois, who has a really great run game, and yeah, now Michigan. I mean, they should be prepared for this game. The tight ends, Marlon Klein. I mean, I think he's a good tight end. I mean, he's just, I don't know. I think Max Clare is just a lot better. I'm not saying they're going against each other. I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see better tight ends, I think, throughout the season. Max Bredesen comes back. He's a fullback. He's a very physical dude. I'll give him that. He doesn't really get the ball. I mean, he's a very physical blocker. I mean, I love watching his highlights. I really enjoy it. Running back room should be very improved from last year from Michigan. They have Justin Haynes from Alabama, who transferred in. Also, Jordan Marshall. He's an Ohio kid. He's a very I think I would compare him a little bit to Blake Corum. I mean, he has the same frame as Blake Corum. He's just short but very strong. Runs with intensity. Just runs with a passion, I'll say. Let's see. Now this defensive group for Michigan. I mean, they should be very they should be very good. They should be at least a top 10 defense. I wouldn't say top 5, but at least top 10. They have a lot of returns from starters from last year, and they have a lot of transfers in Trey Williams, who's a nose tackle for them. Damon Payne from Alabama. They have Rayshawn Benny, the defensive end. He's going into his I think senior year right now, and they have Derek Moore, who's another defensive end. He's pretty good. Linebackers. They have Jayshon Barham and Ernest Hausman. I mean, they're very good. They should take a big leap this year. TJ Guy. I mean, he should be very improved this year too. The secondary from Michigan is. I think they're very loaded with Jair Hill, Brandon Hillman, Mason Curtis, Zeke Berry, and T.J. Metcalf from Arkansas. He transferred here along with his brother Tavis Metcalf. This is a very deep room, and they also have a freshman named Shamari Earls, who's another corner. I think I watched some tape on him. He's pretty good. And the reason I have this shocking Michigan and just shocking everybody. First of all, we're more battle tested this year than Michigan is. And it was kind of the same thing with Michigan last year because they played Texas, they played Washington on the road, they played Illinois on the road, they played Oregon, they played. I know they got smacked around, but still, they played Indiana on the road. That team was very battle tested, and they were more hungry. than us. They came in as the big underdogs, which I predict us coming in as an underdog. I mean, we should because we got smacked around by these guys 4 years in a row. And Ryan Day has to find a way to get over that hump. And I think we'll be in there'll be some pressure on us this year when we go into that game. And I think and Ryan Day, in the playoffs, it went when Ryan Day has a lot of something to prove. When Ryan Day has a lot to prove, for example, in that semifinal game against Georgia, I mean, we saw cocaine Ryan Day. We didn't win that game, but still, it was a great game to watch. Tennessee, Oregon game, the Notre Dame game from last year. I mean, we saw cocaine Ryan Day, and I think we'll see that this year too. When we head into Michigan, and I predict Michigan to go undefeated before we meet them. And shoot, I think I would love them to be undefeated. So it'll make our win even better. Again, y'all may think I'm crazy. I mean, yeah, go ahead. I mean, shit, I think I'm crazy for thinking this. Because, again, people are going to say, oh, well, you lost to them while they didn't even have a quarterback in Davis Warren, who couldn't even throw a forward pass. Now they have Bryce Underwood, number one recruit in the nation last year, as their quarterback. Hey, Michigan, they will get battle tested in the Oklahoma game a little bit. Not like Oklahoma's like a top 10 team, I don't think. They're a top 25 team, but they're not a top 10 team. Nebraska, I don't think they're not a top 25 team either. USC, that's not a top 25 team. So they're a lot of unranked teams. A lot of them. So I think we'll be more battle tested. Hopefully more developed. I think now I may sound, I don't know, I think I may, y'all may think I'm just cherry picking some stuff, but from what I'm seeing right now, I think it's important for us, and of course, the game is won in the trenches. Right now, we have 4 offensive linemen from Ohio on our team. And of course, you're going to rotate Ethan Aniwa. Think about it. Phil Davis is from Ohio. Who else? Oh, yeah. Austin Cerebell is from Ohio. Tegra is from Ohio. And Luke Montgomery is from Ohio. So they understand this rivalry. Now, of course, the offensive line last year didn't play great against Michigan. Because they had Mason Graham. They had, what's his name? Kenneth Grant. And not to say Michigan's D-line is not going to be very good. I mean, it is. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think you're replacing Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant. I just don't think. It's possible, but I just, you're going to need another year for that. Now, Trey Williams is a great player. Trey Pierce is a great player, too. And David Payne. So, right now, I think we can win this game. Of course, it's on the road. And, I think, I hope that Gerald, Brian Hartline is more experienced with the college game and when it comes to offensive play calling, and I think he can call a better game than Ryan Day, because what I've heard is that Chip Kelly didn't call plays in the Michigan game last year. It was Ryan Day, and I think he can call a better game than Ryan Day. Hope if he gets play calling duties. because I think he'll be more experienced and more, more, I would say, more comfortable in his role than he would in the beginning of the season. So, because I know Brian Hartline was on the sidelines last year. It was just like, why are we not throwing the ball down the field? I know Will Howard. I mean, this is not me making excuses. I mean, you could probably see he's kind of concussed from that one hit he got from Makari Page, but I mean, still, I mean, you still could have thrown the ball down the field because we were just running the ball, we were just doing these zone runs. I mean, it's just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing right now? I know the game is one in the trenches, but like, if you open up the passing game, that opens up the run game a little bit. You get what I'm saying? So, I think our team is a little. I think this team can be hungry enough, and plus, we have a lot of guys on the defense from Ohio. And I mean, I know it sounds stupid for me to say that, but still, like, it kind of matters because they understand the rivalry, and they really want. I think they really want this. Now, I think the meeting after the D game last year, where the players only meeting, where the players, like a lot of players, were grilling Ryan Day for calling this, calling the game the way he did, last year. I mean, and that triggered us to go on this playoff run, and we won the national championship. And no, we're not going to be hungover, like Paul Feinbaum said. I don't think we will. I don't think we'll be better than last year. No. I mean, well, anything's possible, but I just don't think so. I just don't think so. Yeah, too many veterans on that team, but this is still going to be a very good team, and I think we could probably get over the hump this year. I think Brian Day needed that national championship to give. I wouldn't say give him kind of give him confidence, but at the same time, give him confidence to say hey, you can do this. You can beat these guys. You're the underdog. People are underestimating you. There's not a lot of pressure on you. I wouldn't say there's a lot of pressure on them. Well, because I predict Michigan going undefeated and going to the playoffs. Because if they do lose this game, they'll still go into the playoffs regardless. I think Michigan could enter this game a little too, just overconfident, a little cocky, a little bit, thinking that, oh man, not too cocky. I mean, because they're gonna be hungry. They want to beat us too, but they're gonna think it's easy. No, and so yeah, I think we can win this time. And all right, so yeah, that's my predictions. I think we do go to the playoffs. Do I think we'll go back to back? I gotta be honest though. But we could make a national we could make a national championship run the year after 2026. That if the coaching staff stay intact, say if Tim Walton stays, Matt G stays, Matt Patricia stays, Brian Hartline gets another year under his belt as offensive play caller. Hopefully Lachlan stays. I mean, I don't think. Hopefully, I won't be shocked if he left. I think Larry Johnson may leave. But if we do get a great defensive line coach for next year, I think we'll be a very solid team. And we're turning a lot of defensive players from this year for 2026. And you do turn some offensive linemen for 2026 too, from the way it looks, because you don't know what's gonna happen. I think Carnell Tate leaves, but I think you still have Brandon Ennis. I mean, hopefully, I think you do. You should. I think you should, because you only have 1 year. I think he needs another year of development. And Jeremiah Smith is obviously staying because now he's a junior. I mean, after 2026, he's gonna leave. But who else? James Peoples gonna have another year of development. C.J. Donaldson is obviously leaving. And I mean, that doesn't mean this running back duo. I mean, this running back room won't be good. I mean, you still have Bo Jackson, and the tight end room. I think Jelani Thurman will take a big step. I think Julian Saint as a quarterback will take a big step. Now, I think he'll have to compete with Tavian St. Clair more because I think Tavian will get into speed of the college game, and so I think this could be a national championship team in 2026. I just don't see that happen. I would love it. I would prove me wrong, please. Win the back-to-back national championships. Prove everybody wrong. But right now, I mean, if I'm being realistic, I just don't think so. Because we're just too young. There's teams like, I mean, I don't know who's going to win the national championship. Now, to be honest, I have Penn State winning it, but I mean, that's not a guarantee. I don't feel that confident. I'm gonna bet money because James Franklin and all that. But you never know. Clemson could win it all. I think Notre Dame could win it all. I think Texas could win it all. I think who else? I think that's it. Or I mean, we could win it all. Or Alabama could win it all. Because they're loaded too. So it's gonna be a loaded team in 2026. But right now, I just don't. I mean, we'll probably make the playoffs, but I don't see it's going back to back. But anyway, that's my video. I need to get some sleep because it is now like almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I need to go sleep. Love, peace, and always go Bucks.